Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. Now, last time we met the Druids of the Grove, headed back to camp and left Gale behind and brought Astarion with us. And we've ended up here near these ruins that Shadowheart was interested in investigating. If you will remember, one moment. Goes the camera. There was this doorway at the bottom of the cliff, and we could not open it. However, way up here, oh look, we can just walk in and there's people talking.
No time to rest.
Let's go see what they want. Now there's a number of different ways we could approach this, but we're just going to come this way. Perhaps they need our help.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone!
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Gimblebach has a nice voice. It's got a guttural, urban rattle to it. However, there's a few instances in some of his dialogue lines where the phrasing doesn't quite naturally flow, as if he's not familiar with the dialogue lines he's speaking. I'm not sure if the actor isn't entirely, fully English or something else, but... Right, let's see what we got here. I mean you no harm, I'm just looking around. The ship is full of monsters, I wouldn't go near it. I think the ship's an invasion force, run while you can. The only thing... the only thing you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. This is pretty dishonest, really. This is equally dishonest. None of these are good. Look, I don't want to hurt anyone, I'm just looking around.
First you look, then you touch, then you take. The only thing we're sharing with you is our pointy ends. Get her!
I think it's pointy ends. It's like pointy ends. A bit of an odd... Pointy ends would flow greater. Now, let's see. How about we... Oh, hello. Wait a minute. 18... 20 13 18 too much. Okay, hang on. Got her, right? Oh, you, lady. Why won't you let me... Okay, fine, we'll click him. Immune to sleep, immune... I see. In which case... And then... we can do a cunning hide and sneak round the back of this statue here. In fact, we can also sneak out a little bit as well. That probably shouldn't. There we go. So they got a marksman up here of sorts. Absolutely fumbled. Excellent. Alright, let's see. How about we just... We want to preserve valuable spells, so I'm just going for a single strike here. I was tempted to go for a spell, but no. Lae'zel obviously wants to get in there and fight. It's what she does. She's got a bloody big sword and she's going to slog him with it. Yep. Work to treat. You know what? Go for the palm strike as well. I doubt it'll take him out. But he made his save anyway.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Now, you might not notice, but I have actually turned down the game audio ever so slightly. Because at times when the music was peaking, it was in danger of drowning me out. So a bless spell here would be quite good if I thought this fight was a big tough one. At this point we might be able to handle it quicker because that sleep spell, taking out one of them, has really helped us. So I'm trying to preserve resources. She kicked him to wake him up, and he obviously didn't hide as well as he'd hoped. Right, let's see. If we cunning dash, go away, run up here. Yeah, keep going, mate. Oh, he's got stuck in the plants. Damn it all. Right, fine. Look, wasn't expecting a hit there, but I'll take it. Yeah, loose another shaft. See if that helps. Okay, he missed. That's great. We can probably take him down with repeated strikes. Tamon here has a shield, which is making it a bit harder for us to hit him. He's not wearing a lot of armor, though. He's like a Gambeson or something. So in theory, there we go, and then a hop, skip and a jump, up the steps, and towards the man with the bow there. Actually, we can get really close. Okay. Now, we don't like you. How about we come to here? That's pretty good. I'll take it. That was quite dramatic. Now, Gibblebot. He's got a little more armor than some of the other warriors. But he doesn't have a shield, so he's all about the two-handed weapon action. You know what? Can we get over here and shav stab him? I think we can. Come on. And your oh, I didn't equip his second dagger. Okay, that's fine. Because someone else has it. Got it. It's fine. Oh, yeah, you do that, mate. For all the good it'll do you. Right, now. I'm just going to dash around here, mind the large hanging block, and bash him with a mace.
I will ascend.
So he's proving to be a little more troublesome and may require Lae'zel's attention in the not too distant future. Now though, she's conducting a rather sordid affair over here on this side of the ruins. Yes, that was a pun. Now, you did damage to us, but it wasn't very much. Let's just keep up the pressure. If he gets another hit in, on the same he did. Okay, now healing actually looks important. Get him. Oh, I've been forgetting that rogues use different buttons for some of their default actions. Oh, he really likes pushing her away so he can keep shooting at her. It's almost as if... Okay, we'll just throw in a healing word there, as she's starting to head into the danger zone. Right, you mate.
You bow. Or you
Okay. Short rest, sure. That's not an action, so... and begin to head back.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Speaking of costs, maybe, maybe not. Oh, that is just harsh. Okay.
I must heal.
So.
Can't give up.
Unfortunate. Okay. Seriously. Right. We need a bit less than that, don't we? Like, about this. Oh, hey, no, here we go. That'll do it. That'll be excessive use of force. So, no. We'll just run in there and be another target for him to consider. Not that he's changing targets at all.
Push my luck again.
Right, you. Oh, mate, she's going down. Or not, as the case may be. Right.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
We've got 2 injured party
get
members.
going.
Sure, we'll take a short rest.
Better than nothing.
Which also
Action, not
should have
reaction.
replenished the action surge and second wind. And it did. Excellent. We're going to send this second dagger to Astarion before I forget.
Careful, I might.
He can even use it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Come on, lady. How much do I have to rotate this? There we go. Nice. Couple of spell scrolls there, which I'm sure we can send to Gale later on. Oh, what? Okay, that was weakened. It's all fun and adventures. Speaking of adventure, everyone's down here, are they? No. Who's missing? 1, 2, 3. Where's our 4th party member?
I will ascend.
Lae'zel? What are you doing up there? Are you gonna fall? How bizarre. Right, well look. Let's nip over here and chav stab you. Twice. And miss twice. I was not expecting to end up inside the ruins here. Oh, double attack of opportunity for 2 weapon use. And she's inside. Okay, where? Oh, where? Jump, lady. What do you mean, no target? Guess what? Surprise! Not enough movement, you're lying. I think you're wrong about that lack of action. There we go. And now she's vastly overexposed. Okay, you know what? How about if we run out here a lot and say, you're all people, hey, look at you. You got loads of big muscles and a two-handed weapon. You look like you'd want to hurt us a lot. Let's try and change that. Come on. He's right there. Fuck off, is that not enough movement? I don't need to move anywhere unless he's vastly out of range. Okay. How far would I need to move to do this? Not specified. Alright. I mean, there's someone right here. Nope. Nope, they're both badly hurt. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes people say pass their saves, which is good. Especially when most people are us. For now, though, we are in danger of being very clustered and what is that? That looks like a bad surface. Let's spread out over here and threaten this individual. Uh-oh. Yeah, you come out and play. Like a warrior. Speaking of warriors, however, do it. Why don't we cunning dash over here to avoid retribution from a great big bloody two-handed weapon? Yep, fine.
Hey, someone's in here.
Okay, so she's pulled a lever which has opened that door, and she should have reinforcement coming. Okay, Lizelle likes to solve problems with violence, so let her enjoy that. Well, that was rubbish. And you know what? I did want to try this out, so let's do that. Excellent. Let's all move away from the bad guy with the weapon. Now, I'm not entirely sure if he's been charmed just by her or the entire party. But he's much less likely to attack her, which is a good thing, as far as she's concerned. Right, you get missed. Yep, saw that one coming. Okay, that bless spell is starting to look like a better idea now. And he will attack other party members, fine. Okay. Don't like being trapped. Removed when helped. Got it. Let's drink a potion. Ow, that's nasty. Alright, let's get some health back. Battle of the Warriors over here. And whack him. Okay, so now he's no longer charmed by Shadowheart because her ally hit him. Got it. Do come into fight. I mean, it's gonna hurt like hell, but... Okay, how do we do this? We move over to here and help him so he can move again. Then we want a bit of healing over here. Why here and not there? We got more potions over there. And then we might as well come over here and not cast a spell because we helped. Right. More potions, like I said. And you get missed. Absolutely. That wasn't very good, was it? Okay, they are pouring very heavy damage. What? Is he sure he's berserk? Right, let's just cluster kill. That was rubbish. What do you mean not a... No. Offhand, you ninny. Okay, fine. Ow. Mildly annoying. Right. I wonder. Almost feels like a good idea, but... Okay, 16... 12... Hello, lady with spells. Not quite enough. Ow. Right, you. Magic time. Let's do a little more magic, actually. There we go.
Well, so much for
Oh,
peace.
damn it, we are burning through spell slots really quickly. Okay, look. You're too far away. That's annoying. Definitely too far. Okay. Oh, right. Rage, you say? Let's see if this works. It does remove rage. Lovely. That 10's a bit low. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh well. Yes, can I... Oh, Death Wish 2000. So the duration doesn't... Hang on. He's calmed, so he shouldn't be able to use that at all. What's the bloody armor class on this girl? Right, you. Get boshed. Obviously that's the kind of thing a warrior would successfully save against. Oh hey, speaking of successful... Shit a brick, Torga. Seriously, shit a brick. But yeah, we're kind of running on empty now, which is not ideal. He's right there! Well, that was obviously not good, is it? Apparently. So I can attack her, but I can't attack her. Despite the fact that it should be exactly the same range. That is stupid.
Fury, I am death.
Speaking of stupid, two-handed sword to the face. Obviously this is a lot of damage, so we're going to use the... wait. No, we're going to use the healing prayer. And then we're going to pick up lots of things from lots of bodies.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Okay, leather gloves. Don't appear to have any qualities on them, but maybe they're... I like those boots, they look fancy. Another spell scroll. So, here we are, inside the ruins. Didn't expect to come falling through the ceiling there. That clearly was a very weak part of the structure. Interesting, we were forced to stand upon it in the cutscene. Now, they've obviously found a few precious things already. And they got some cheese here.
I feel a presence here.
A supply
Power.
pack.
The patron god of this place?
Excellent.
Whoever that even is.
No some
impact symbols here.
dried
No
sausage
dedications.
links.
Nothing.
A carafe of wine. That's a carafe. I thought a carafe was more like a decanter. A carafe of... that's just like a vase or something. Right. More cheese. Just light those candles so we can see what's on the table a bit better. Now, we could search everything. And I do mean everything. Wait a minute. Portrait of Fane. Excruciatingly precise lines bring this portrait's undead subject to life. Despite his empty eye sockets, you could almost swear his gaze follows you judgmentally. He was one of the characters from Divinity Original Sin 2. I didn't mean to pick up the painting and take it off the wall, but apparently we've done that now. So what I was going to say is, while we can search everything, A general impression would be that anything of value has been picked up by these looters, who probably shouldn't have been in here at all in the first place. Okay. New books. So that's The Mortal View. Eyewitness accounts of the Baalspawn crisis. This mass-produced book has a cheap imitation of Baal's symbols stamped onto the cover. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. We might even get to visit them. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief always in everyone's business, and that ward of Garan went right along with her. No surprise a wicked's god blood was running in their veins. Anonymous Candlekeep person who probably had to hear her go, "Hey ya! It's me! Imowen!" over and over again until they wanted to just stab her in the face and make her stop! It's really annoying because actually in the first Baldur's Gate game, Imowen was a forced companion. You could technically shoot her with an arrow and kill her before she finished her introduction dialogue line, at which point she would not... If she finished the voiceover before you shot her, she would live long enough to initiate her introductory dialogue, at which point she would then be immune to the damage of any arrow fired at her at that point. Spells and things wouldn't do it, it would have to be an arrow. And my god, she was annoying. First off, she was designed to be a really good party thief, but she was also blatantly designed to multi-class into magic user. No, dual class, because she was human. Dual classing was a different kind of multi-classing available to humans who couldn't do the normal multi-classing route. Essentially, it's not dissimilar to this version's game of multi-classing, except you were never allowed to go back to your original classes once you moved on to another one. And if you used any class ability from a class that you were no longer part of, you gained no experience for the entire adventure. She had a really annoying voice, nice personality, annoying voice, squeaky as hell, and she was the best thief in the game, and was best at fulfilling the party thief role in the entire game, but they didn't want her to be a thief, they wanted to be a magic user who used to have a few thief levels. And in Baldur's Gate 2, they forced her to have dual classed behind your back in between games without telling you for no reason. So now she was a magic user who used to have a few thief levels and was not only the possessor of a really annoying voice, but also the entire plot of the bloody game. Yeah, she got kidnapped by the main villain at the beginning. You had to spend the entire game trying to rescue her. Right, okay. Let's see, next up. Saravok and his lot were always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. I remember the iron mines in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amnian mercenary, interviewed on his deathbed. Oh, I didn't know it was a deathbed testimony. I would have read it slightly differently. You dare speak to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse Arenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire in the slums of Afkatla. I seem to remember the Afkatla vampire as being very feral, and also the point of, well, the wall of impossibility in the computer game because their leader was impossible to kill because of really bad programming. The five tore Tefir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Baalspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to kill each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradush, a retired merchant. Oh god, the flaming fist. Anyone who played the original Baldur's Gate will remember that any possible legal infraction within the city would involve hearing a voice loudly shout, "I serve the flaming fist!" really badly, and then you'd be attacked by a shitload of town guards, who would fight to the death instead of just arresting you, or being reasonable, or letting you surrender and come quietly. Yeah. The Flaming Fist had a zero tolerance policy on anything and everything that they happened to, whatever happened to catch their attention. "I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the sea tower if you want to argue, but honestly, who cares if a Baal spawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate." Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. And we have Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide, which will obviously not be narrated by a member of the Flaming Fist. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites, but there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons it was Jurgal, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgal's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for a noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. Indeed. It's very dark in here, very dim. What could this plaque mean? Do we have a torch or candle or something to light it up with a bit better? Or a light spell? I'm not seeing anything overtly. Oh.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Indeed. Let's continue. I like the fact we need to hold a shield to carry a torch. Now, first off, let's head back this way. And
What now?
check this door leading out of here. Asarian has taken the bandit's key from Jariavel using magic pockets. And we should end up back outside now, yes.
At least
With
things
that
have stayed interesting.
curiosity satisfied, we now have an unlocked door we can use to flee the scene should we need to retreat from these ruins.
Time to press ahead.
Let us continue our search. So, we got a chamber on this side. We'll light that up. Book of Final Breath. Dense rows of scrawled text. The few legible entries seem to detail the names and final words of numerous individuals. Come see this! It's moved! Madge Pinner. Laboratory explosion. Hroth Cress, waylaid in a Neverwinter alley. You're blocking my light! Darnary Waterdavian Featherlung. As in someone who really had lightweight lungs and could barely breathe? That sounds horrific. I'll use my torch to light these candles. it's better than trying to strike sparks with a few bits of flint from a tinderbox. Now, we never really got to explore this chamber as we were too busy fighting for our lives. There's a bowl. Cup. Pile of books. Gone. Look, there might be... Hello! Oh, camp clothes. Scruffy vagabond clothes. And gladiatorial sandals. Let's hope we don't meet a lot of gladiators. If they left stuff in this crate to lug out of here later, that would make more sense than... Maybe they're just gathering it all up, getting ready to leave. But... a number of them were already a mirror.
Let's have a look at myself.
No, let's leave it there. Aha! Let's see if we can lean it against the edge of that bathtub. Just checking if there's anything on the wall behind it. And nothing behind that screen. Very well. Worth a check. Now, this door is locked. We'll get it open, don't worry. Let's head into here. It's worth being diligent when... Hello! The unclaimed. It's been claimed now. Oh, a second copy. That's why the other books. Right. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her empty mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. 1,000,000 souls and more passed her in colourless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instructions in her ear, no guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kalimvor pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. Truly a thankless devotion. An ungrateful goddess with a great sense of irony, by which I don't mean metal kneecaps. Aha. Another copy of those 2 tomes. It's almost as if they definitely want people to be able to read them. Aha. Well, one of those is new. The Curse of a Vampire, for people who can't spell vampire. An ancient text written on dry, cracked paper. Its cover is inscribed with every holy symbol you've ever seen, and some you haven't. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty. Beware its charm. Beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your god at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? Do you see any mark upon their neck? Do you see any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds its way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. Perhaps I should have had Astarion read that. He would have probably smirked. Another copy of The Curse of the Vampire. There's a distinct theme to the literature in this chamber. And of course, the irony in Ravenloft is that, and I'm speaking specifically the domain of Ravenloft, not the entire setting of the Dread Realms, but of course the irony in Ravenloft is that, you know, no vampire can enter a privately owned property, which is why Strahd von Zarovich is a highly prolific landlord and rents out all of the buildings in Barovia to a bunch of landlords who then sublet to the locals. And most people don't realise that their landlord is actually a vampire. And that the people they think the landlords merely come to collect the rent for him from time to time. So he can enter any building he chooses in the entire country. He generally chooses not to. Oh, there's even a copy of The Unclaimed left there in pride of place for us to read. There we go. That's a massive heat haze there from that fire in the brazier. Now, another copy of this. Perhaps this library was home to a devotee of the unclaimed forgotten goddess, and they kept forgetting that they had copies of these books and kept buying more copies of the same books. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the white bone powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian tipple. Ilmater. Drowning. For starters, that's not how you spell Ilmatar. There should be an A. Ilmatar is a god from Finnish mythology. Yes, Finland. You know, that country north of Sweden. Well, Finland and Lapland are kind of next to each other, aren't they, really? This is, as I was saying in the previous episode, an example of real-world mythology appropriated by the Forgotten Realms authors, who then tried to claim ownership over it in a most, Ivain Arkanson. Ogma. Internal rot. Ogma, not Ogham. Ogham, of course, being a Celtic form of writing not dissimilar to runes, although Ogham is more like a horizontal line with a number of lines coming off it in different ways, rather than runes which have more strong vertical central staves. Devrin Stout, Saloon, Fever. Each of these seems to have a religious affiliation.
This text is ancient. A dedication to a forgotten god?
Nothing in the chest there. Let's light up some more candles.
Something over there.
So, there is a large thing on the wall here that looks like a skull with something in its mouth. Let's interact with that. Well, apart from the shriek, there was a loud screeching sound. Mechanical, not just like a voice. Then again, even the vocal screech may have been achieved in a mechanical manner, and this door has opened. Let's head on through. Now, in early access, this door could be opened from this side by lighting both of the candles in these candle holders, and snuffing out either of these candles would close the door. To open it from this side required the lever in the chamber back there. So here we got a nice little altar, all set up by this crack in the wall and the plant there. I wonder if... No, so that crack in the wall isn't particularly visible from the chamber on the other side. Let's head through this door and see what lies beyond. Although, looking at the episode length, I should probably stop soon. Now, we are down to a single level 1 spell slot and no spell slots. That is looking very bad. We may need to camp soon. We did find fresh camping supplies.
Can't give up now.
You know what?
This place wasn't built for the living.
Astarion should probably be the person interacting with things in this grave location. 3 scrolls of protection from evil and good. Particularly antithetical spell name. No, I don't want to pick it up, just want to look inside them. Now here we have a particularly large hall.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Now, we have thieves' tools which can be used to open locks. I'm trying to remember, can they be used to... tools break on an unsuccessful attempt. Do we need something else for traps? No trap disarm toolkit. Got it, we need something else for traps. Does anyone have one?
Eager for battle. I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Anything here looking like... We could go spend some of our meager funds on such an item. We got some nice boots there.
Assume nothing.
Lae'zel's boots still look painfully uncomfortable. I think there's some kind of sandal there, but they're basically just greaves, aren't they?
Assume nothing.
What about her? Should we be stylish? She probably doesn't like... She probably wouldn't like the amount of fur around the top. Okay. So there's a trap here.
Someone there?
Best avoid that trap.
Where was that second trap?
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Oh, that's a shame. Let's keep going.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
And we don't appear to be tackling them yet. So these are vents. They're going to spew forth some
Don't
kind of
linger.
flames or
A trap.
poisonous gap. And hello.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Definitely more traps. This is not a safe location.
Looks like a trap there.
In the words of the wicked uncle from Aladdin, touch nothing yet. And yet he literally just went and lit some candles. I know, candelabra ignited. Another trap. We don't appear to have a key to that. Unfortunate. Lae'zel, what are you doing? I mean, don't get me wrong, Astarion got a nice look at her bum and he probably appreciates that. She does seem to like climbing on top of things right now, doesn't she? This chamber is clearly some kind of death trap. And should be treated as such.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Clearly, there's something going on here. We got this button. I'm not going to press it. It's either going to activate all the traps or deactivate them. This... No trap disarmed. Okay, so this is trapped as well. It would probably be wise to retire from this location and return here at a later date with some suitable equipment. I doubt we'll be able to disarm every single trap in here, but we could remove a few key ones and that might help. Let's keep lighting up this dreary old place and see if we can get this open.
Easy.
Well, he is an accomplished lockpicker, but let's get a bit of guidance from... No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Okay, sure. Yeah, I wanted Shadowheart guidance. Here we go, hang on. Definitely going to be needed soon, so let's just do this. That should be fine. And while it would be fun to discover what lies beyond this portal, it would appear I am required. So I'm going to end this episode here, because actually the length's good enough. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode, which I'll hopefully get to record a bit later tonight, or maybe just tomorrow, who knows. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye bye everyone.